Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I just want to check in with you, let you know I am with you and I love you. You got this, you're strong, you're amazing, don't give up. You're beautiful and you were meant for this. You're meant to be here and you're going to keep rocking and rolling and you're going to see it all the way through. And I'm proud of you. So let's start today by saying our thanks. Thank you for our life today. Thank you for our health. Thank you for the beautiful weather and the sunshine. Thank you for our medicine. Thank you for our friends and family. Thank you for the beautiful nature that's all around us. Thank you for our food and water and shelter. Thank you for another day to keep going and moving forward and learning and growing and figuring it out. Another day to keep healing. Thank you very much. So, I had another request for a video. It kind of came up in conversation. I guess it wasn't so much a request, but came up in conversation leading to this video would be. And basically the phrase that came up was how to ask for help, or I'm having a hard time asking for help, or I have a hard time asking for help. And I thought that would be a great thing to talk about because I think it's something that we can all relate to and we can all understand. It's a very simple concept, but a lot of us have this same problem and issue with being able to ask for help. So let's dive into that a little bit. So why do we have trouble asking for help? Well, maybe it's not that we have trouble asking for help. Maybe it's we don't want to ask for help. Okay, so there's multiple different reasons and layers to all this. But let's get down to the core of it. We as people want to be self-reliant. We have our hands and our feet and our heads, right, and our bodies, and we have all the tools that we need to get the job done. We all have that, most of us. The idea is that we want to be able to pass this test on our own account, with our own ability. If this was all an exam and all of this was a challenge, we want to be able to succeed in our duties, in our tasks, in our liabilities, in our obligations. We want to be the ones to do those things because that's what we're here for. That's our job. So in one aspect right there, it lets you know that this feeling of putting off your work onto somebody else, we don't like it. Because one, it feels like I'm not doing my job fully. But two, there's also this feeling of now I'm putting work on somebody else who's already doing their work, right? We're all trying to do the work. Okay? So here's the thing. We can either live in a world where none of us ask for help and we all just got to figure it out on our own. Or we can start moving into a way of thinking of if we do the opposite of that, and instead of all of us trying to have to do it all by ourselves, we all helped each other. Confirmation. If we all helped each other, we would succeed at this test a whole hell of a lot faster, wouldn't we? Now, the idea is to not just blatantly go around and give answers and disregard people and their experiences. It's not it. The idea is to go around and encourage and help and support and understand. So if we were finding ourselves in a classroom and we were all taking a test, and we had some people that got it a little bit more than others, you could see this. Anyone who's been to school knows what I'm talking about. There's always, in each class, and it depends on the subject as well, but there's always a few students who really it clicks with and they succeed very easily and well at that subject, while you have other students in the same class who potentially are failing and just cannot get it, right? So does it help the one who gets it? Does it help them to just sit there and have to wait until the person who doesn't get it gets it all on their own? No. What's going to help is if that person who gets it goes over, puts their arm around that person, says, hey, I got you. Let's figure this out together. You help each other. Now you both can leave the classroom together better people. one party helped, the other party received, and they're now a better person for it. And it doesn't mean that that party that received can't provide help back in another way, because we all have strengths, okay? We all have strengths that are unique to us, things that we are just good at, things that we are fluent in and we do well with. So now that you're out of the classroom and we're beyond the test, maybe now that person that received can go help you in a bigger life aspect way, right? And they're going to want to do that because you took the time to help them. Okay, you didn't disregard them. You didn't sit over there looking at your watch saying, when is this guy going to finish? Or picking on them saying, look at this guy over here, he can't figure it out, right? No, it's none of that. And it's also not, hey, I got done first, right? I'm so much better. It's not that. Okay? We're all a team. Life is the classroom. We are all the team. And the idea is life wants us to be able to leave the classroom and go out into the world. But every time that we kind of find ourselves doing that, we get in trouble. What the goal and the challenge here from life is, as a people, is that while in the classroom, we all work together to figure it out. We all get on that crystal clear same page, and we all walk out of that school and that classroom together out into the world with a beautiful understanding of how it all works. Then life can trust us to do the right things, and we can understand what those right things are so that we don't set ourselves up for a hard life and for failure and for mistakes. We all want our dreams to come true, and we all want this beautiful, peaceful life, and we're waiting for life to give it to us, but it's us that has to make it happen. Okay? There are levels to all of this, and until we can complete the lower levels and the easier things, which seem hard because they are, everything is difficult until you get through it and you realize, hey, that wasn't so hard. I just had to keep working at it, right? You get through it, we move on to the next level. So, let's keep growing. Let's keep doing that together. So, a little off track there, but you can see where this whole subject of asking for help leads to a whole lot of thinking and feeling and emotions in different directions. What we need to do is, I want to say be more humble, but humble is not really the word I'm looking for. We need to stop putting up walls and drawing lines that we're forcing ourselves not to be able to cross. Life isn't doing that to us. Life isn't drawing a line and saying, you can't cross this. You can't ask for help. We are putting a line in front of ourselves and saying, I am not going to cross this. I am not going to ask for help. You're just making things harder on yourself. You're just going against the flow of what you're supposed to be doing, which is incorporating all of us together so we can all help each other. Okay? We got to incorporate each other into this experience as one. Make us all part of the experience and the memory and the moment together. We all know when we have the ability to complete a task, and we all know, honestly, when something is too much, or it's overwhelming, or we know we're not going to be able to get it done. And when we understand these things, this one, it comes back to being honest with ourselves. Okay? Like I said before, everyone's working, so the person next to you may not necessarily know that you need help if you're not asking for it. This is another aspect to it. We like to, some people, myself included, we like to get frustrated because we say, clearly you can see I need help when you're not doing anything. Well, shame on me, because who am I to suggest that? We are all doing work. We all have things that we're focusing on. So it is not your job to be focusing on me. It is my job, if and when I need help, to ask. Okay? And it's not to feel less of myself about, or down on myself about, or that I couldn't do it, or that I'm making somebody else do more work. When it's an honest help, there's nothing to feel bad about. We also know the difference when we're just being lazy. That's different. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about being lazy here. We're talking about, I need help and I'm afraid to ask for it for whatever reason. Or I have this feeling of I don't want to. That doesn't make me feel good to, right? That's what we're talking about. And we have to move on from this wall that we've put up, and that we've said this is a rule that we have to live by. What you're going to find is this, a few things, but one of the main things you find, the first thing that you find, people love helping. Okay? We all have like our lives to live, and we're all doing our things every day, and it's very routine. So to have something come up where someone can kind of step out of their normal routine or what they're doing and say, hey, this person is needing help today, and I can go provide that. Wow, that gives my life purpose today. That gave my life extra purpose today, right? I know I did something good, I helped somebody, and clearly somebody thought enough of me to be able to ask for my help. So that must mean I'm doing something right as well. I'm putting out a good vibe and good energy. So we have this is the idea that we want to work towards. You're gonna find that people are very responsive to asking for help when it's an honest ask, when it's an honest help, because you're doing the right thing and they're waiting for you to ask. If you're ignoring that, you're letting them know, I don't need your services. You being here in my life in this moment really wasn't where you were supposed to be. And it kind of gives everyone a bad feeling, like, what just happened here? We just missed something. Something just got missed. You're not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. We didn't get done what we were supposed to get done. We were supposed to help each other. So ask for help. Do what you can when you can. When your heart is letting you know, I need help. Who's the one that can speak? Your heart can't say it, so you have to. And if you don't, you're going against your heart. And if you're going against your heart, you're going against yourself. And if you're going against yourself, you're doing everything wrong. So let's start doing everything right. Let's go with ourselves. Let's go with our hearts. Let's ask for help when we need it. So, another thing that just came to my mind, it tails off on this, is beating around the bush. So when you have someone who's willing to help and can help, beating around the bush with that person isn't helpful. Again, if you were a student and you didn't understand the subject and you're going up to the teacher and you need to understand, what good does beating around the bush about what you don't understand? How is that helpful? You need to get right down to it. Come right out with it. This is exactly what I don't understand. This is exactly what I need help with. This is exactly where I'm struggling. Can you please help me? Now that person can use that exact, very crystal clear information and request, take that in and provide back to you. When there's this, I'm going to pretend like I don't really want help, but I'm going to kind of throw it out there that I'm going to say all these things that are implying that I really do want someone to talk to and I do need help. We don't got time for that, okay? Because there's people that really need help and are asking for it. So be one of those people. Step in line, take a number, say, I'm ready, I need that help. As soon as you can help me, and this is what I need help with, and I'm here to help. So keep doing the right things, keep being positive. You keep being helpful where you can be, keep asking for help when you need it. And we're going to find that we all are going to start including each other in each other's lives, and we all become a family and we become one because of that. We all now are incorporated into each other's stories, and the memory becomes one with each other. Instead of all of individual experiences and memories, you'll get to have this joint, global, communal memory of we all helped each other get through it, and what an experience that was. So I love you. Keep having a beautiful day today. Keep coming with the requests. Keep coming with the questions. I love you guys. I love talking. I love doing these videos. I love connecting with you and letting you know that everything is okay. Everything's fine. We're all good. It's all good. I'm all good. You're all good. We are all good. I love you. You got this, and I got you. Have a beautiful rest of your day today.